Welcome all you plus 2 comedy modifiers back to the stream. Welcome to a very unprepared stream. TV's Noah here. I don't even have a beverage, but we got a lot to talk about. So I've been kind of out of sorts lately, but I've ended up kind of in 3 different ARGs at the same time. There's Roach Prophets, my old reliable that I love so dearly. There's Life is Swell, which is a new one that's popped up that I thought was just kind of a cute little video. Cute's the wrong word. I thought it was just a breakdown of the video lore in a small, like, 7-minute film, and it turns out to be a gigantic rabbit hole. So I got to look into that. And also, 36 Lights. I was a valiant light holder, and I hadn't been playing that one in a while because I got distracted by Life is Swell and distracted by Roach Prophets, and honestly, distracted by Tunic. And I haven't checked in, so let's go ahead and check in. Oh no! That's not good. So apparently the iteration failed, and we have to wait over a month to return to this. I've reached out to the Discord, I haven't heard anything back, but for now it seems like 36 Lights is in fact on hold for the foreseeable future. So that brings us back to Roach Prophets. Roach Prophets has been a dead end for a while. I felt like I did my due diligence, and then Magnificent Fist found out that we were missing some big stuff. So we need to do another like full scan through all the goodness, but right now we have what is clearly an unsolved puzzle. We went to roachprophets.net/blame based off of an italicized word in one of intern's posts. That led us to roachprophets.net/chicken egg, which gave us this word search, which I have conveniently over here. You can find different words in here. I'm going to guess there's 8 words. We're looking for 8 different words here. We've currently found 7 words. We found dreams, wish, cracks, grouchy, fresh, accessing, and agitation. Agitation was sent to me by Magnificent Magnificent Fist, and I was able to find it once I knew what I was looking for. Each one of those gets you a page, or 8/8 of a page, but not 1 page, which I have printed out, and it's going to be arts and crafts time. The problem is I've only found 7, which means I'm missing a page. And the way that this works is you get 1/8 of 1 of 8 pages. So I have 8 puzzle pieces for 8 different puzzles that is made up of 8 puzzle pieces. So with missing 1 of the pages, missing 1 of the words in this word search, we're missing a piece from every puzzle. That's like the best way to explain it. So we need to find a word in here so that I can then cut up these pages and have some arts and crafts time. And in doing that, we'll be able to put together what these 8 pages say. I am assuming they are important. The thing I want to bring up about these pages, we'll go full screen real quick. So these are the pages. As you can see, some of the information is redacted, so we're going to have to try to figure out what that says. Don't know what that's going to be. The other thing is, this to me clearly are all photocopies, mostly because of smears like that on the side of the page. In addition to that, some of the photocopies, not great. Take a look at this page. That's not my printer running out of ink, because it looks fine on these. So, one of these pages not going to make a lot of sense. And what's interesting is, since these are all together, it looks like this is going to blur on all the pages, or all the different, like, puzzles. So we need to figure this out, is what needs to happen now. So, if you're in the chat, I need you to direct all of your focus, 100% of your focus onto, where's my button? This word search. Can I make the word search bigger? I think I can. Is it all in frame right now? My hunch is, everything is very top-heavy right now. So it would make sense that whatever the word is we're looking for is down here. So I'm going to leave it like this for now. So we're not looking at the whole thing, I know. But for now, let's focus our energy here. And I have tape and scissors. So I don't have time to stream probably for the full time because I have other projects I got to work on. But we could start the arts and crafts while we're staring at this. So I'm going to stare at this puzzle and cut up other puzzles. I'm going to try to do... I'm doing 9 puzzles at once, basically. I'm doing the word search and 8 jigsaw puzzles simultaneously. All right, this will be fun on the fun. Could I have cut these out before the stream? Probably. Shut up. How about that? So help me find these words. My gut instinct also by looking at this is chances are an up or down or a diagonal. Just because so many of the other words are horizontal. So I would guess we have 2 horizontals, fresh and wish. We have... fresh wish. We have 4 horizontals, fresh, wish, agitation, and accessing. 2 up and downs, grouchy and dreams. And then we have 1 diagonal, which is cracks. I would imagine it is not just diagonal, but it's probably also backwards, based off of the information that we have provided here. Again, that's more of hunch, but what I want to do is I want to look for like letter blends. Basically... like, you can just go letter by letter and be like, T. No. There's nothing that works here with the T. But it's better, in my opinion, if you look at a vowel and then branch out. Because if you look at a vowel, unless the word is sky, which it can't be because it seems to be at least a 4-letter word, or else it would have been like 2 or ROH or things like that we found. Pretty much every word has a vowel in it. So if you look at a vowel and be like, okay, this could be part of a word, let's branch out from there, you might have better luck. So, like, these O's look suspicious. This run I keep staring at. Muvu. It feels like it was supposed to say voodoo, but they messed it up. But, this is so painful for me, because I know, like, I should be able to do this. Do Not Believe Her Lies. I did play Do Not Believe Her Lies. I was asked not to go beyond the tutorial. Oh, Do Not Believe His Lies. I did actually play Do Not Believe His Lies, the official version, on the app before it was delisted. I didn't get very far. I couldn't find a good way to stream it. I wanted to stream it because it was really cool, and I remember it at its high point. Mistake, while I'm doing this, please continue to scan the word search. But I remember it at its high point. For those who don't know, Do Not Believe His Lies was an app that you would download, and you were trying to get through all the levels, and it's believed that no one's ever solved it, but people were getting close, and then suddenly it was delisted and unplayable. It was recreated on DoNotBelieveHerLies.com by Ender, who is a fantastic puzzle maker. He is completely devious and insane, who has made a remake of what was known about Do Not Believe His Lies, so you can kind of try to get through that. And then he made his own version called Do Not Believe Her Lives, which has been solved. And then he created a new puzzle that's like time released, where like a puzzle will come out and then you have to wait for the next one to come out, called Do Not Believe Their Lies, which I did not, I was told not to stream, so I'm not going to, but it does seem pretty cool. Well, this is roachprophets.net. This is more of an ARG. If you check out the website here, I'll give you a quick rerun of what we found. This is the leading roach prognosticators on the internet. There are 8 roaches known as the Octagon that give you fortunes. The fortunes tend to be terrible. Oh, we got a good one. It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. They all the roaches seem to have a different form of information that leads to self-harm. And they have an intern. The intern would update on things that were happening on the website. However, one of their posts was a bit suspicious. I don't know if we've checked our note. Was it on my mind recently? Yes, on my mind recently. Who is to blame? And very suspiciously italicized blame. So we were like, hey, what if we did this? And by we, I mean a fan of this channel who let me know. You go to blame. And it's a panic. Who is to blame? Who is to blame? Who is to blame? And then there's this weird kind of shifting puzzle that says chicken, egg. If you go to chicken, egg, you get a word search. For each word that you find, like for example, the word fresh is here. Try fresh. You get this. 1/8 of 8 different pages. I've printed them all out, but we're still missing one. The thing about Roach Prophets, since it's run by the Octagon, 8 is a big thing with them. They're all about the number 8. So, it being 8 pages split up into 8 different sections, totally on board with everything. But we're missing one. Then, I could take these pages and cut them up into smaller puzzle pieces like I have with one of them. And I'm going to tape them together and we're going to see what they say. But before I could do that, we got to find one more word. So, I've been staring at this for a while and continue to be frustrated by it. This whole bottom area is so empty that it makes me think it's got to be somewhere in here. But I've been staring at that for a while, so maybe we look at the top part for a little bit. See if we can find anything in here. I find the fact that there's only one diagonal to be suspicious. It makes me think there should be a second diagonal. So continue to stare at this with me, and we'll see if we can find something going on here. It's got to be at least 3 or 4 letters. We found lots of 3-letter words. None of them work. And Judy does not work. We don't know why, but it's there, and it doesn't work. Double letters are always very suspicious to me. How? No, that doesn't look right. Peg. Maybe it's peg. L-Y, that's kind of a good sign, but that leads to an X. That's not going to do anything for us. Another Q, that's no good. W-A-I-C-B. That doesn't look like that's anything to us. We got the D, we got an O here. We've tried faux, das. There's God. We'll try God because there's been a lot of religious information. So let's try God. No luck. Just again, I want to try faux. No, not here. All right. The search continues. Frop. Pop. Yup. My plan with these is always to just kind of find a verb, find a vowel, and then check around it for word-like structures. Yote. Yotes. Yotes my goats. Mex. Fex. L-E-R-U-C-E-S? Is that a word? Nah, I think that's just me wanting it to be a word. We've tried cut as well. We're pretty sure it needs to be at least 4 letters. Because, yeah, we found cut, we found two, we found toot. Fresh cut does kind of seem to make sense. We thought it had something to do with eggs, because the first ones we found were fresh and cracks. But that does not seem to be the case. I do have pretty much all of it on screen right now. Log. We tried log, right? Now I'm just getting suspicious. And log. No luck, log. There's gotta be some... The only other thing I'm a little worried about is the way that I've grabbed the puzzle. If we go back to chicken egg... I've said chicken every time. I'm going to say egg just to see if something happens. No. Okay. This area kind of bothers me. Because I can't just copy the image like I would normally. I can view the page source and maybe we'll get the JPEG and maybe the name of the JPEG will be something. But the fact that this area is here is kind of suspicious. I don't know what we would do with that, but... View the page source. This is made with Squarespace, so there's a lot of gobbledygook, but you can kind of like Control F JPEG. Well, apparently it's not a JPEG. Is it a PNG? It's just the logo for Roach Prophets. Sus. Wait, what was that? Title and oh, that's not anything. And none of this is a link, right? Because each one of these dots is like a link. Yeah, alright, nothing there. Been playing this for a couple years. I've never raised my purity or secrets level. Yeah, I wanted to download the image, but I couldn't seem to find it easily, and it's not letting me just save it, which is a pain in the ass. Where are you, word? Moo! A moo! Move. That's what I'm thinking. I feel like if it was meant to be downloaded, it would be easier to do. I'm just going to double check and try Moo. It could be. There's been no examples of other languages being brought up in this game. I've been through this website many times. I highly recommend you check out roachprophets.net. It's a very interesting website telling the tragic story of Graham Kane, whose life was tragically ended when they were hit by a train in the subway. But it tells like an interesting story about the TV. Yeah, to be honest, this is like the deepest puzzle we've found. For the most part, it's just kind of been enjoying the tour around and finding stuff, and like finding hidden links and stuff like that. This is a true like puzzly puzzle, and apparently it's been sitting here since 2022, and some idiot couldn't find it. But it's right here. Why are there so many double O's? Is that how you spell soar? S-O-A-R? Soar? No. No, it's not. Yeah, Not Prawn's still my favorite. I finished Not Prawn ages ago. Loved it. So good. Probably my favorite. Spent a lot of time on Decadent Mind before that was destroyed. And the latest like puzzle one that was just strictly puzzle I've been doing has been Negapron. But I hit a brick wall with that one, so I've been too afraid to go back. Oh yeah, I believe that's gone. I do not believe you actually have to pay anymore. Negapron. Like negative, Negapron. I'm stuck at a musical puzzle that I just don't... I don't understand it. I'm too stupid to understand it. I've been doing lots of Googling, but we're just too dumb. I usually have more people on stream that are like helping me out in the chat, but I'm left to twist in the wind today. Yeah, just it has something to do with a bass clef and chords, and like I just keep Googling stuff, and yeah, it's not paying off for me. Two and Jet. Jeff. Yeah, this was the game I meant to play today, and apparently we failed. So I had to jump back into Roach Prophets. I wanted to try Jet. I was like, what? There was a thing I wanted to try. What was it? I wanted to try Jet. Probably nothing, but you know. Very few U's, I feel like. I feel like there's lots of O's, but very few U's. And I think that might just be because I see so many Q's. There's a solid, like, Q, 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 Q. But for a Q to be useful, it needs to be with a U, and that's not going to be helpful. I solved not prawn. How am I getting crushed by a word search? This is embarrassing. Sorry for that yawn. I tried to fight it off with all of my strength. Maybe it's well, we're pretty sure there's only 8 words. So, like, is this how I end? Because, by the way, the stream's going to end in like 3 minutes. Unless we find this word. Like, nothing looks like a suspicious letter blend or anything. Like, I'm barely finding, like, I'm looking for, like, INGs or THs or CHs. And there's just, like... There's barely any vowels together. Like, here's EI. But, like... Heek. That's not anything. E8, that's EAE. That's not going to be anything. Q. Perfect. Hey, there's a QU. Hey. Runs right into another Q. Frustration. Tail? Where do you see tail? I'm gonna trust you, and then we'll look for it. I'll add it later. But if you got this, I'm gonna be thrilled. What? Two colored letters in the middle. Tail. I see it. I can't believe that's not it. I can't believe that isn't it. It's not like tails. Damn. Well, maybe it's hidden in the papers. That's a good idea. I think I'm going to do some arts and crafts off stream, and we'll come back maybe tomorrow, and we'll take a look at this. I got to get back into Life is Swell as well, which is another ARG I'm involved in, and eventually I'll start playing video games again. But I got to film something else, so thank you so much for joining me for another. Also, sorry, I got very excited, like you found something. Did you find the word also? That it form a little pattern. Like the image that this is making? I'm I'm not opposed to the idea that I'm drawing something. I could, like, maybe this is like a sailboat or something. But we'll see. For now, I'm puzzled. But we'll figure this out. I'm going to do arts and crafts. And I'll come back and I'll take these little squares and I'll tape them together. And I'll make whatever this says. And we'll come back with more information, possibly on... This one's just blank. Look at that wonderful clue. We'll come back and hopefully we'll have more information about Graham Kane and what happened to her TV show and the horrors of Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. But until then, thank you so much for joining me for another edition of Roach Prophets and Not 36 Lights. Be sure to follow me here, Plus2 Comedy on Twitch. Subscribe to Plus2 Comedy Gaming. Catch up on all my past live streams. And I will see you all next time. Boop.